Jen here from Jen Michelle Coaching, and today I want to talk about how to increase his attraction level towards you. This is obviously an important topic to most women in any stage of love, dating, and relationships. So I want to talk about some ways you can be really more intentional and conscious about how to do this. For those of you new to my channel, I would love to invite you to subscribe. I release a new video Sundays of each week. So attraction is subconscious. We are naturally drawn to aspects of, masculine men or men in general that are very familiar to us on levels that remind us of something that is familiar. It just activates certain hormonal responses within us. And there's just little characteristics that we're drawn to that we aren't necessarily able to put into words or convey why it is that we're so activated or just attracted to someone, but it just is. And so the more we start to pay attention to the qualities in which we like in men and the qualities in which we like within ourselves, the more natural we become at embodying those very qualities that exist within us versus just being activated and drawn to certain familiarities that are not necessarily good for us. So it's not only about increasing attraction, but it's also about drawing out the qualities that will lead you to have the type of deep, loving, connected, and relationship you want, not just being only drawn and gravitating towards what was modeled for you or what was familiar to you growing up. So let's talk about some subtle subconscious qualities that will draw a deeper level of attraction with a masculine energy man. So we talk a lot about on my channel and in my feminine energy work about that necessary balance of polarity. So if a woman is looking to be with a masculine energy man, she cannot also be in her masculine energy because, of course, it's that polarity that stimulates the attraction. So if a woman wants a man to take the lead and to be the initiator and sort of the visionary of the relation, have the vision of the relationship, the first thing that she wants to do is be clear on what she wants and recognize if that is what feels best to her. And if so, 99% of the women I coach are looking for that balance. So I'm going to be speaking from that point today, but always know that if you fall into the opposite, it's kind of just looking at things from the perspective of the masculine, if that's the space in which you're coming from in feeling your best in relationship or in love. So we want to change the dynamics that we want to attract more of. So number one, slowing down. Masculine energy is the get it done, the achieving, the, let's get this going. This is what we're going to do. That decisive moment to moment energy that is guiding and leading things forward. The feminine energy is the being energy that already knows that she's enough and she is happy with just existing. Her pace is no rush. She is soft, sensual, and connected to her body, and she's not responding to the inner critic or that ego chatter. She is really moving into body and she's slowing herself down and she's approaching love from that deeper space of feeling and allowing. And so this means that you are not talking a mile a minute. You are not, rattling off the list of things that you've accomplished in a day. You are instead softening and just giving yourself permission to exist, to be, and to share whatever you feel inspired to share. And if you're doing this deliberately, you're going to notice that you'll naturally slow down. You'll have less words. They will be more meaningful, more connected words, but they won't be led from the ego or that masculine energy that's more mission oriented. So first thing is to really pay attention to the flow of your words, to how it feels within your body, and to have that filtration to make sure that everything you're sharing is from a space of groundedness and inner knowing that you're enough just as you are in this very moment. Number two, I love to always say that we can't compartmentalize this work. So this also means invite more sensual experiences into your life in general, whether it's with a man or when you're by yourself. What gets you into your body? What brings you into the present moment? Maybe it's just your morning routine, taking more time to feel, taking more time to notice how certain things just feel within your body, and really making that connection of pleasure and of recognizing that there's not this rushed sort of let's get this done so we can get to the next, to the next, to the next, but you're taking time to savor. So if you're in the shower, you've got a soap you love, you've got a serum, or you've got anything that you love that, oh, this smells so good, or this water feels amazing, and you're taking time to have an experience, even in the mundane. Even in those mundane moments, you're taking a moment to connect and just feel what that is offering you. So when you're with the man, he drops down into his heart and he feels more when he's around you, because you're just naturally inviting pleasure in, not just for those big moments, but in those little day-to-day moments, you're actually inviting more and more pleasure in. You feel the sun on you, you're outside, you smell the flowers, whatever it may be. All of those things that get bypassed in a very busy world, you're actually holding space for them to be sacred and for them to be noticed and explored in your life. And of course, this is balanced, because I know some people are going to watch this video and say, who has time to do that? And this is something that, in my world, I believe we all have time for, but it's just taking that opportunity to connect in that balanced and intentional way. So you're not treating love, or you're not treating attraction as something to conquer or get to, like a destination, but instead this beautiful path and this beautiful journey that's ever unfolding, so that this becomes a natural rhythm of both of you really connecting to each other's hearts in a deeper, more sensual way. Number 3, speak to what you like physically, emotionally, spiritually. Really spend more time in the world of, this is what I love versus this is what I don't love. The egoic side of us will want to talk about what went wrong today, what, our boss is doing to us, all the things that we have to do, our aches and pains, our exhaustion. So if this is your default, it falls under the category of complaining, which does diminish attraction over time. Does that mean that you have to be in a good mood and feel your best 100% of the time? Absolutely not. But there is that mindfulness and awareness around filtering your thoughts. So you're consciously really speaking to more of the things that you do want, or that you do enjoy and appreciate. So you're really connected to all aspects of your being. You're connected to your emotions, what's being offered to you in the moment, physically, the things in which have shown up for you on automatic that you haven't had to think a thing about, and spiritually, what you're being offered in terms of growth and evolution and learning, whether it be with a man or in any sort of adverse situation that you face. You're really able to go deeper and see the offering in it, because of course what we focus on expands. And so we're continuously checking in with ourselves to make sure that we really are expanding and growing the things that we want more of. And then he's invited to feel more at home and safe in your presence as a result, because you just feel good to be around and it feels authentic and real. And then when you do have a bad day, he's really able to show up and cherish and devote himself to whatever it is you have to share, because it must be really important, because he knows that you're a woman that, is thoughtful and really sees things from a perspective of love, the majority of the time, versus one that's caught in negativity, so then is dismissive when you're weighing something and have something on your mind. So I hope that these 3 tips are really valuable to you. If you really practice these, I have no doubt that you will see his attraction level increase at any stage of love. I would love to invite you all to check out my site at jenmichellecoaching.com. Please check out my various digital programs. I also have my magnetic sensitivity conversations, which goes deeper into how to talk to a man and how to handle various situations, whether it relates to arguing, triggers, conflict, or just how to inspire him to really show up in his empowered masculine energy. Sending you all so much love, and talk with you soon.